right, guys, let me see you drop it. The goal is to eat first. Let me see you drop that. What is the goal? The goal is to eat fast. I want to see you drop some comment down there. Eat first. Because I believe when you're able to eat first, you're going to even take it easy on yourself. That's when you start becoming profitable. The goal is to eat first. So you can drop your questions. Let me see you drop your questions. If you have any question you want to ask Mr. Olu of Trade, today is an opportunity. We have him on board. Drop your question so that we'll be able to attend to your question.
Something must happen in London session. Something must happen in New York session. Something must happen in Asian session. Something must happen. So I decided to start studying what is that thing that happens in these sessions. What are the news that come out for these sessions? Who are the key players that are still alive that talk and they move this market by these sessions? I took note of those things. Powell, Russian president, Chinese president, like currently now, Chinese and the USA, we're having a tariff war. The Chinese president doesn't have to say anything. Once he just coughs, the market responds. Trump doesn't have to say anything. Once he coughs, the market responds. So we are all looking out for Trump's cough and sneeze, right? So what did I create? But while creating, how was I able to be sure that this system would work? The first thing I thought about was patience. Then I said, taming your greed. I journaled. God Almighty, I journaled. Every bit of data, every bit of information, I wrote them down. Timing, session, I was writing everything down, drawing tables, doing this, doing that. Because at that time, now I can say, oh, I was creating $1 million trading plan. Then I did not put it in my mind I'm creating $1 million. I just want to eat. That's my own. So that they will not tell me that Spag has moved from 300 naira to 1,200. And I will say, yay, Nigeria, don't spoil. I don't want to have any business with that statement. You know, so I just want to eat and be fine. And that is your first aim as a trader. Let me say that. I think I have not said it. That is your first aim as a trader, to eat. Don't first remove your mind from Lamborghini. Trust me, if you remove your mind from Lamborghini, you would buy Lamborghini eventually. But if you put your mind on buying a car and all that, you probably won't buy that car because you keep giving back to the market in search of getting money for that car. Focus on eating. You see $10, take your $10 and go and eat. $10 is about 15,000 naira. That was
a powerful one. And I think we need to just have some time now to answer some questions. One of the hardest things to do, but I wonder why a lot of people would think as if they would just start becoming profitable in the Forex industry. All these things takes processes. And of course, we just talked about H. You need to have an H, and having an H is very important.
A lot of money. For real. You would eat 2 meals with that money, and you will be very good in an average restaurant. 2 good meals in an average restaurant, you will be fine, right? And that's $10. And you could do that almost every day. Not every day, though. Market is unpredictable. But almost every day, you could do that. Focused on eating first. You see that all the while I've been talking, I'm not talking about big monies because I'm trying to be very related. I'm trying to talk in a way that everybody can relate with me. Right? Everybody can relate. That's why I feel bad. Not sometimes. That's why I feel bad what Twitter has become today. When I came on Twitter, we didn't have any Forex influencer at the time from Nigeria. You know, we barely did. Then that was when I said, people must know about Forex. I started pushing for influence on Twitter. Every other Twitter influencer that you see today, apart from Duke Dow's, they reached out to me directly or indirectly. They reached out to me that how do I grow on Twitter? Almost every other influencer you see on Twitter now, apart from the guys that were big on YouTube before and all those other ones, people that were not big anywhere that just came and are influencers on Twitter came to me, right? They came to me. And all I used to tell them then is, let us just teach people how to make their daily bread. I used to tell them, let us just teach people how to make their daily bread. Then some guys just came from nowhere because I want to get some influence. They just came, started posting cars, posting big houses, posting. It's good though. It's motivational. Very nice. Very nice. I have never posted my house on Twitter because that's not what you need. And if that will drop my engagement, so be it, I beg. Maybe when I now make $1 million, those ones will show by themselves. Even Dapo Willis, the owner of Willis Capital, I can't remember the last time he just decided to snap his house and post. Except he goes to a hotel, he posts where he's sitting on the lobby or something. Yeah, I don't think he does that. I've not really seen him do that. It's just some lifestyle that would show themselves, because definitely some lifestyle will not hide, no matter how much you try to hide them. It's very, very normal. It's very normal. It's very normal. Sorry, some people are shouting in the estate. I'm trying to know what they are talking about. Okay, so not to lose my train of thoughts, you have to look for your daily bread first before you do any other thing. So I journaled a lot. Like my life depended on it. I journaled a lot and then I developed the strategy. So what is this strategy? Now you can write down. Okay, so I have just a few minutes to go. And I did a lot of talking to spend time on the preamble. When London session opens by 8 a.m. Nigerian time, there is a retracement it does to continue a move. That retracement it does is either it does a retracement or it does a manipulation after the closure of Asian session. So the last 1 hour of Asian session, I study it, or we can call it the Frankfurt session. I think it's Frankfurt. Yeah, I think it's the Frankfurt. I would study what the last 1 to 2 hours I've done and wait for the opening of London. And then I will use the information of that to get my trade. If nothing happens by 8 o'clock, by 9 o'clock, I wait for the market by 9 o'clock, because a new set of traders would have sat on their desk to pick a move by 9 a.m. I will follow them to pick that move because I must have watched what 7 to 9 did. So by 9 a.m., I would have seen my setup. Latest 9:15, 9:30, the setup will peak. I'm out of the trade. 1:2, 1:3, I'm out of the trade. If I don't see it by 9, by 10, but that's one, I always reduce my risk by 10. After 10 o'clock, if I see a trade by 9, I'm done for the day. Because latest by 11, I'm done with that trade. And then I go and rest till 2 o'clock again. I do the same thing. What did London Central do till 2 o'clock when New York wants to open? I do that. I check. I catch my trade by 2 p.m. Most of the time, those trades always peak better by 3. I catch that trade by 3. Go and check gold today. Go and see how it dumped by 3 o'clock. Go and check it. Is it 3 o'clock it dumped? No, 2. Go and check how it dumped by 2 o'clock today. Easy 1:3. It was very fast. It was very fast. Go and check US oil too today. Easy move. And I took time to study that. If I teach somebody now, in a day, the person has been trading for a while. In a day, the person will understand that strategy. In a day. But it took me months and years of trial. So it now made trading easier for me. It made trading seem like a plug and play. Even though till now, I still journal every move. I journal everything. I can see somebody's comments. When one day I made a tweet, gold to a particular number, and immediately gold just started flying. And so people started sending me DMs that, you prophesied this thing. Because I was following a strategy. I was following my edge that I had placed. So, no matter what you are trading, develop your edge out of it. If you are trading SMC, what you've learned SMC from your mentor, what do you personally now want to see in the market before you now execute the trade? You've learned support and resistance from Willis, from Dakpo. What do you see as support and resistance, trend lines, supply and demand? You have learned those things already from Dakpo. After the market breaks the trend line and retests that trend line, do you just execute upon retest? Or you wait to see some type of reaction? Maybe candlestick formation or a fresh break of structure. What is your own edge? I can teach you my strategy, but what is your own edge? Your edge is actually the $1 million trading plan, which now include your greed, your patience, watching your greed rather, having patience, journaling. Your edge should now be the last thing on that, or the next thing on that line. What is your edge? If you don't have an edge, you are not ready. That means you've not studied the chart enough. Your edge is what will actually move you faster in market. That is what differentiates you from every other trader. Your edge is what differentiates you from every other trader. All of you be trading the same thing, but it's your edge that will be different. People that show flipping on the timeline, their edge, what they look out for before they flip, is if they can teach you the strategy, but what they look out for before they finally execute the trade, is totally different. It's totally different. All right? Your edge is actually that $1 million trading plan. If you follow these things I just said, you will be so profitable. Now, somebody asked a question just now in the chat box and said, how do you journal? Journal what you see. Journal it in your own words. Journal it in your own thoughts. Journal it, write it with price. You can write it in words, write it in tabular form, do it the way you want. If you want to write it in words, GBP, JPY, underline. Price goes to this price. This is this figure, and reacted off a support, off a resistance, or off a support. As it got there, waited for a fresh break of structure around fib level, this at price level, this. Write it down, because you should always come back to your journal at the end of the day or at the end of the week. How many trades did I take this week? 3 trades, 4 trades, 5 trades, 6 trades, 7 trades, 10 trades. Great. I've taken 10 trades this week. How many did I lose? How many did I win? How many RR did I catch? Another edge that I have is once my trade moves 1:1.5, I'm moving stop loss to entry. If it wants to take me out, so be it. But once you move 1:1.5, I am moving, except it speeds up and moves 1:2. At that time, if I'll just close everything. There's no need to be there anymore. There's no need. I'm moving stop loss to entry. It's my edge. I will not teach you that. Maybe except, of course, I say it's Bimoshe Somoro, the way I'm saying it right now. Except I say it this way. I will not be teaching you privately and say, oh, this is how you must do it. No, you have to develop yours. Because I have seen over time that with my strategy and my edge, when market moves 1:2.5 most of the time, it just goes against me. So once I catch 1:2, I am mostly done. All right? And this is what has kept me going over time. And in December, some of you, I don't know if some of you were in my Telegram in December where we did 500%. When we did 500%, took $20 to everybody, took $20 to $100. I said the figure so that you know that the 500% is not $1,000 to $50 million. No, $20 to $100. And the year was closing, so I told everybody to go and spend the money and buy chicken. And I received a whole lot of DMs telling me thank you of how that extra funds was able to help them move their money. Somebody literally told me, I met him physically. I was at an event and he saw me and OluofTrades. He said he was in my group. He said anytime I called a trade, he would load it up with more lot size. And he said he was able to make over $1 million from my trades. And that was the first time he would draw that type of money from the market, right? And I was so happy that I was able to do that to someone. Someone literally took $9 to $700. For those that were in the Telegram channel, they saw it. Because I had worked on something that I could dish out to people. And I have literally just explained it to you guys. No matter what you are trading, if it's support and resistance, you are trading, and you are waiting for price to break support and retest the support, before it starts retest support and turn that support to a resistance and then starts dumping. You will not just take your trade off a retest. What if it's a fake out? What if it's a fake out? What is your edge? What are you looking for after the retest? Are you telling yourself that, okay, when it retests, I will enter a very small position first? Where will my stop loss be? Above the general structure or above the nearest structure? Or then when it now moves and gives me extra confirmation, I load it up. What is your edge? What are your own rules? That is how you develop. That's how you develop your own trading plan. That is how you develop your own trading plan. And remember, the topic can be developing your own $1 million trading plan, but then the goal is to eat. The goal is to feed. The goal is to feed. The goal is to feed. So I don't want to, I know that I've talked. I didn't know I was able to talk this long because I was tired already. And I still have another meeting or 2 meetings this night. So I just thought I would be able to save my saliva here, but Willis Capital made me talk. So Willis, you guys owe me a lot. So maybe it's a trip to Dubai to go and rest my voice.
Most definitely. We're together with you. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you so much, sir. I'm giving opportunity to first 2 people that will drop their questions. We're going to attend to that. Let me see you drop your question. 2 people. Before I will give you my own question. Let's have you. Does anyone have any question? I think I have 1 minute. Okay. I think I have some coming in. My question is, how can I journal minds? It is very boring. Are you ready at all? Okay, how can I journal? How to stop impulsive trading? Any tips? How do you journal trade? It's boring. Okay, so I think let's start with just while you're journaling. How do I stop impulsive trading? Mr. Olu, can we answer this one? How to stop impulsive trading? Do you think it's something you could just let the person know to stop impulsive trading? What does he have to do?
Okay. Somebody just said, what's my X handle? It's OluofTrades. Just check OluofTrades. Meanwhile, or you can check Willis Capital's page and check their recent tweets. I was tagged in their recent tweets. How do you stop impulsive trading? When you create your edge, working on your grid will stop impulsive trading because you want to see your edge play out first before you execute any trade. And if you can discipline yourself enough to wait for your edge to play out first before you take a trade, that will stop impulsive trading. One of the ways to do this is Telegram groups that don't really help you, right? Leave those groups. I'll tell you how. Some groups would call out like 20 trades a day, 3, 4, 5 trades a day without definition. That when you say go and check the chart, you'll be like, how did they see this buy? All these people that just say, I trade only gold, right? I know a lot of Telegram channel, I trade only gold. Just those type of people that just come, they will call go trade, no setup, no chart analysis, nothing. They don't show their charts, nothing. They just tell you, buy gold now, current market price, this, SL, this, no charts. Leave all those ones first. I'm not telling you to leave all the Telegram channels because I run a Telegram channel too. But you see those ones that drop signal without a chart and they are not swing traders, leave those ones. Leave there first. That will help you reduce your impulsive trading, in all honesty. But develop your own edge. It will help you. It will really help you. And I saw when somebody said, how do I journal? It is boring. It's that very question. Making money is not an interesting thing. Making money is not something that you laugh and be making. Money, they're easy to make like that. That's the truth. So when you are journaling too, you should not, nothing is funny or interesting about journaling. You don't even need to be smiling. So that's just it. There's no answer that wants to suit you. I have no sweet answer for you. Making money is not something you should be smiling. Making money does not make you smile. But when he wants to deal with you, to deal with you, actually from the market. So when you are journaling, you don't have to smile. It doesn't have to be interesting. You just have to do it.
Wow, I think you've actually said a lot, Mr. Olu. Making money is not an interesting thing at all. It is right. So I think now the time has come for me to drop the question for the day. Let me see the first few people that are going to drop the correct answer. That is, if you were listening, this is the reward for listening. I have 3 questions I'll be dropping. And the first few people to answer these questions are going to be our winners for the evening. One is, what will you do? What will you do to stay in the trading game? Yeah, the speaker actually mentioned something you will have to do to stay in the trading game. What is that one thing you need to do to stay in the trading game? He mentioned that. Now, the next one is, what will you need to stop doing to become profitable? He mentioned something you have to stop doing to become profitable. What is that one thing you need to stop doing to become profitable? Let me see you drop that in the comments box. And then the last question is, what differentiates you from other traders in the Forex trading industry? What differentiates you from other traders in the Forex industry? He mentioned that too. There's one thing that will differentiate you from other people in the Forex industry. What is that particular thing? I want you to drop your comment and let us see how you're going to become the winner for today's webinar. All right, guys, I think the time has come for us to actually have a goodbye. What will you want to say to our guest for the day, Mr. Olu? What do you have for him? Let me see you drop that in the comments box. What do you have for him? He took out the time to be here. So let us see your comments. What do you have for Mr. OluofTrades this evening? Drop your comment. What do you wish him this evening? And let me see you appreciate him and give your gratitude to him. So guys, you can reach out to Mr. OluofTrades. You can check him on Twitter and still on Instagram, OluofTrades. Yes, OluofTrades. That's his name. So you can do well by following him, and then you can join his Telegram channel too, so that you can get to learn a lot about him. Mr. Olu, do you have any other platform you want them to follow you through?
I think Twitter, Telegram, and Instagram is fine. But I have something I want to give to the people here, if Willis does not mind.
No problem.
I know a couple of people, the way I talked about my strategy, a lot of people must have thought to themselves, I wish I could learn it, right? So normally I charged about $100 for it when I opened it up sometime late last year, right? But because you are here, we have about 23 people here. I'm going to drop it to 50,000 naira.
Wow.
50,000 naira, and it's going to be tonight. It's going to be for just tonight. So if you are interested in learning that strategy, it's time based. So you know that, okay, this is the time I come to my chat. If I don't see what I'm looking for, I'm out. This, that. I'll drop you 50,000 naira just for tonight. And as many people that want to get into it tonight, because tomorrow I won't be answering anybody anymore. That's it.
Wow. Thank you so much. Well, we didn't actually talk about this. So this came as a surprise to us and then to the community at large. Thank you so much, Mr. Olu. Few people actually do that, and we appreciate you for this kind gesture, basically. So thank you so much for also taking out your time to be here and leaving other schedules just to make it to this particular webinar. We really appreciate you and thank you for being here. Do you have a few words you want to tell them out there before we round up?
Nothing much. I've said everything. Just stick here to the game, create your own edge, learn to be very, very patient. $1,000 in a month is a lot of money. Just be patient. You don't have to trade every day. Just be patient.
Wow. All right. Thank you so much, sir. All right. So guys, you can follow us on our social media platforms, WFunded. You can actually check us on Twitter and Instagram and LinkedIn. We are all, even TikTok. So you can just check us and follow us on our social media platforms and let us see you there. You can also visit our website in case you want to go for any of our accounts. You can actually choose the best one you want to go for and let us have you trade with WFunded. Well, WFunded is a modern prop firm that gives traders the opportunity to manage an account of up to $500,000. And we would love to have you as our fund managers. So let us have you come on board and partner with the View Founder. Thank you so much. I remain Judith Bangles. I love you guys. And of course, drop me a love emoji. I love you. I love you. Drop me a love emoji. I love you guys. I love you guys. Thank you, Mr. Olu. God bless you for coming. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for staying with us. And thank you for having a quality time with us. And of course, our winner for the giveaway, we are going to communicate to you. Yes, we're going to communicate to you through our Twitter or our Instagram. You're going to see your names and let us see how we're going to support your trading journey. We're always here for you. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Respect. Bye-bye for now. Bye.